has the ability to generate. That's why it's called generative AI.
It can generate
text,
images,
videos.
And the way it does it, how does it generate?
The way it does it is by learning patterns.
It has read up a lot of information that is available on the internet. As a result, just like how did we learn
on how to write?
Because we have read so much, we know how to write. And that's essentially how AI also generates. It has been trained with so much of data that it's able to predict what you want as an answer. So it generates content. That is what generative AI is. When you think about AI, right? Artificial intelligence is broadly defined. There are a lot of things under Inside of AI, there is something called as machine learning.
For example, Amazon, Netflix and all of this are using machine learning to recognize a pattern.
They have seen how people have bought or what kind of shows people like you watch based on what you have seen in the past.
And basis of that data, because they know what kind of shows people like you watch,
they are able to show you the right shows.
This is how Netflix or YouTube or all these things work.
That is pattern recognition happening by looking at patterns from existing data or past data.
That is machine learning.
Inside of machine learning, there is a subset called as deep learning. And this happens based on neural networks. The learning again happens based on unstructured data. They learn how images look, how a cat looks, how text looks, how audio sounds.
And based on that, it's able to generate an image, generate a video.
And inside of deep learning, there's a subset called as LLMs, which are again an expert when it comes to text.
So these are all the subsets, right? AI is the bigger chunk.
Part of AI is machine learning.
Part of machine learning is deep learning.
Part of deep learning
is LLM.
Right?
So this is how you broadly define.
And majorly we're going to focus on LLMs
and deep learning.
Right?
Now,
I'm not going
to geek out. Okay.
This is the last bit of theory,
I promise.
This is the last
bit of theory, and theory is
you need to learn the alphabet
to be able to write words and then to be able to write sentences.
This is the last bit of theory,
but it's very, very important.
You see, if you want to get the highest value out of anything, you need to know how it works
in the back end.
So when you go to a tool like ChatGPT, right? You go to a tool like
ChatGPT. I'm using the free version here,
and I send something like
explain large language models like a 5-year-old,
and I click on send. It takes basically a few seconds. Today looks like AI is slightly slow. It basically takes a few seconds
to be able to come up with an answer.
What happens
when you send a message like this
to it giving you an answer?
What happens in the back end?
That is exactly
what you need to do.
What happens in the back end is what I want to
because if you know what happens in the back end, you can leverage the power of AI better.
So what happens in the back end?
Let's figure it out. So when you enter
text like this,
like we did on ChatGPT, right? Explain large language models like a 5-year-old. It's able to come up with a great answer.
What happens
here is step 1 of this.
The moment you send this, it goes through a process called tokenization. What AI does is
it breaks down the whole sentence that you send into something called as tokens.
You can see this.
Explain large language models to me like a 5-year-old. You can see all the different color grading that has done, right?
So it split your big sentence into tokens. So explain is a token. Large is a token. Language is a token. Models is a token. Please understand
one thing. AI doesn't understand English.
It uses this logic
to understand what you are saying, being able to predict the answer.
The first step of that is tokenization. When it broke down the whole text into something like this, which are called as tokens. Now once it's tokenized, I told you, AI doesn't understand English.
As a result, it converts it into something called as embeddings.
What are embeddings?
It converts the text into a number.
And for example,
explain
the array of number
looks something like
large.
The array of number looks something like
this. This is the algorithm that they write
in the back
so
end.
Because AI cannot understand what you have written or AI doesn't understand English. This is the way AI kind of comprehends by converting the text into numbers. And the way it does it is using a concept called as embeddings, where similar words have closer distance. And that is how AI is able to understand what you're talking about. Right? Right? So step one, it breaks down into tokens. And step two, it does something called as embeddings.
Now, step three is the most important part of AI.
And this is exactly why ChatGPT of the world have worked. And that is called as a process of transformer. Right? And what it does here is called as self-attention. Instead of trying to understand what you said in the whole, it tries to focus on the most important part of the text. In the text that we sent, explain large language models like I'm a 5-year-old. It doesn't need to understand the whole thing. What are the two most important parts of the text? Large language models like I'm 5-year-old. If it's able to understand these two elements of this, then it is able to understand what you're asking. In self-attention, it focuses on the most important words that you send. Right? And once it's able to understand and focus on the right parts, next step is that it's going to predict the next word. The way AI generates is by predicting the next word every single time. For example, right? Let's say, imagine you have a super smart robo friend who has read every dash. If I ask you this question, what could be your answer? Imagine you have a super smart robo friend who has read every dash. Guys, can you tell your probable answers in the chat? What would you guess? Book. Okay. What else except for book? Who has read every there could be every bag. What else? What is article? Great. Amazing. Every word. Amazing. What else? Every language. Amazing. Every mind. That's interesting. Every question. Every sentence. You see, every content, every website, every single point, every news. You see how every thought. Of course, I'm stopping the chat right now. You see how the answer next to it could be so many other options. It doesn't just have to be word. It could be news. It could be article. It could be sentence. It could be word. So AI kind of lists down everything that is possible to come next. Okay. It kind of lists down every word that has the possibility to come next. And then it kind of looks at what it has generated in the past and kind of makes a guess that hey, based on this context, what is the right word? In this case, imagine you have a super smart robo friend who has read every book. Probably is the right answer. Right? So it is predicting what is the next word. In the same way, it's going to read one word at a time. And finally will completely put everything together and give us the response. And my friends, that is how AI works. In the step one, it breaks down the long. Feel free to take a screenshot, by the way. Feel free to take a screenshot. In step number one, it breaks down the large piece of text into smaller things called as tokens. Once it converts them into tokens, it does something called as embeddings. It converts the text into a numerical value. Right? Once it converts it into numerical value, it's able to slightly understand what is in there. Right? Then it applies the transformer mechanism where it does self-attention to figure out what are the most important aspects of the question that you have asked. Based on that, it understands what you are saying, and then it tries to predict the next one word at a time, and eventually puts the whole response and gives you the output. This is how ChatGPT or all the AI models out there which generates text works. Are you guys clear? Was this helpful? Are you guys clear? Now you know how AI works. Amazing. Now that you know how AI works. Right? Now that you know how AI works, let's get into the next part. Right? And the next part is essentially now we know the back end of how things work. Now let us get to the point where we can make AI work for us. How do we do that? By learning something called as prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is the way for you to get results out of generative AI. That is essentially what prompt engineering is. Now, when it comes to prompt engineering, right, there are multiple prompting techniques out there. Zero shot prompting, few shot prompting, chain of thought, tree of thought, diverse prompting, style prompting, symptom prompting. There are bunch of ways to do it. Right? Bunch of prompting techniques out there. If I start teaching you prompting techniques, that itself will take to 20 hours to learn all the prompting techniques.
And I thought
I want to give away the most powerful prompting possible, which you can apply as much as possible for you.
As a result,
there is one prompting structure that we have decided to teach you guys,
and that, my friends,
is called
that's what is called as a magic prompt formula.
Now, let's quickly come to ChatGPT,
right?
And try to come up with a prompt right now.
And the prompt that we are trying to pull out, the answer that we are trying to get is
to write an email
to your 10K email subscribers.
Let's say you have 10,000 email subscribers,
right?
Right?
Here we have to write a prompt
inviting people to the generative AI workshop.
So how do you write the
prompt?
How do you write the
prompt?
Something like
ChatGPT,
right? And you
right?
say
write an email
to my
email subscribers.
These are people
who already have on the list.
Inviting them for the generative AI workshop.
Okay.
So write an email.
You write a prompt like this,
and it comes up with
a very neat email.
Right? Something like this.
Hey, AI has changed everything, how we work,
Here's why I'm hosting a live generative AI workshop
to help you learn exactly what is there. Date, time, where, in this session, I'll cover all of this.
Spots are limited. It's going to be super practical.
Register now.
There you go. That's basically what it says.
It's not a bad email. Let me say this.
It's not a bad email.
It's probably a 5 out of 10.
How many of you guys
want to get an email
which is a 10
out of 10?
10 out of 10 in the chat. If you guys want me to teach you a way to do the prompt right, so that you get an email which is a 10 out of 10. Something that is probably going to take a big copywriter. Perfect. So let us do that. For that, like I said, you have to do
write
using something called as a magic prompt.
Now,
here is how
we are going to do the session.
I'm not going to show you everything on chat. I'm going to show you the right tool for the right. And when it comes to anything with writing,
I never use chat.
I typically don't use
ChatGPT for writing purposes,
right? Because I feel
there's a tool which is better than ChatGPT when it comes to writing,
and that is called as
Claude.
Right?
The
Claude is basically a tool which is by a company called Anthropic, which is an equivalent of ChatGPT, but it is much better when it comes to writing English, anything with copywriting, and also it's very good when it comes to writing code.
Okay?
That's what I use Claude for, and right now using the free version
Claude,
and
this time the prompt that I'm going to write, like I said, is going to look like this.
Instead of just writing a basic prompt like this,
write an email to the email subscriber, inviting them for a
workshop,
I'm going to use the magic prompt formula for this. A magic prompt formula has a bunch of aspects inside of it.
It has role or context,
it has task,
it has instruction,
and it has data.
So the
prompt looks something like this. In fact, I'm going to paste it on Claude and I'm going to show you the prompt. Okay.
So if you look at the
role, right?
I said role.
An experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy.
Why do I say? When I say something like this,
when I say you're an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy,
because AI is so smart, it will go up and read in the back. How do experienced copywriters working for brands like
Ogilvy write emails?
And it will write like
as a result, the quality of output that you get will be much superior.
Right? Because
email copywriter is what we are expecting the AI to take the role of.
Then we write the task. Write a launch email
for the new workshop on generative AI is what we basically say. We basically asking it to write the email.
Basically the prompt that we put here,
is the task. We wanted to write a launch email.
Then I give something called as instruction. In the instruction, I'm basically saying how I want the email to be. I'm saying it should be over the top fun, designed to resonate with an audience of 25 plus years old, trying to figure out the way around ChatGPT. Focus a lot on working on product tech design. Talk about the interesting things that will come. And finally,
you can give a data point as well.
In this case, I said include a review
from someone
saying that they found it very helpful.
This is how I would write prompts.
It has 4 elements:
role, task, instruction, and data.
Now when I use this,
guys, I'm going to share all these prompts with you as well, so you don't have to. Okay.
It's throwing some error. So I'm going to quickly refresh. There you go. I'm going to try it again. It could be the case that Claude is slightly slow at this point of time, but that's fine.
Right? We can use another platform
just in case if that's the case.
There you go.
It is slightly slow today. Looks like ChatGPT is also a little slow, but
let us see.
You can see this. It's actually taking a lot of time. Usually it is not. It should not take so much time.
But that's fine.
In fact, meanwhile, when the Claude is doing this, let's go back to ChatGPT
and try this
new prompt that we
and let's look at the
quality of output that we are getting with ChatGPT this time.
Look at that.
The ChatGPT workshop that will melt your brain in a good way.
Look how
different the subject line is already.
Remember the first time you used ChatGPT and thought, okay, this is why. Now imagine using it like a superhuman, automating boring tasks, crafting on steroids,
making everyone go, wait, how did you do that?
Welcome to Growth School's
Generative AI Workshop. Your backstage pass to mastering AI tools without turning into a robot.
That's a fun one,
right?
It's fun,
fast, and packed with juicy hacks that will make you 10x better at your job.
Who is this for?
What's included? Guys,
don't you think this email is already 10 times better than the last email we got? Drop a comment 10x in the chat. Don't you think this email with the new prompt is already 10 times better than the last email that we got? How crazy is this? Now let's come to Claude.
Looks like it has done the job.
Look at this. The email is ready on Claude, and now you can tell me which one is better.
Unlock your AI superpower.
The ChatGPT workshop
that will make your boss think that you're from the future.
I love it.
Right?
It says add an image. Holy smokes, it's here.
The workshop that will turn you from what a prompt
to I just replace the entire content in 3 hours flat.
Hey,
their future AI wizard.
Remember when you actually had to write emails or when designing mockups took more than 30 seconds or when the product roadmap wasn't basically written by a robot? Those days are basically over.
Introducing Growth School's ChatGPT
sorcery,
the zero to hero workshop.
You see how fun the copy is on Claude? This is exactly why I like Claude.
Which one do you find better, guys?
ChatGPT or Claude? Let me know in the chat. I prefer Claude. You might prefer ChatGPT.
But I find Claude to be much better when it comes to writing text. But the best part about this is that you saw how different the output is the moment we gave a better prompt. That is the power of getting the right prompt. So I hope you guys remember the magic prompt formula from here. Context, task, instruction and data. I will share all these prompts with you towards the end, so stick around. Now, how many of you guys want to learn how to reply emails using AI? How many of you guys want to learn how to reply emails using AI? Me in the chat. Me in the chat. All right. Looks like everybody wants
and it's
to
obvious,
and it's obvious, right?
And for this,
I'm going to use a free tool.
I prefer showing you guys as many free tools as possible. In fact, most of the tools that I'm going to show, 95% of the tools that I'm going to show, are free,
so that you can actually
use them.
Right? So let's say right now
I'm on my Gmail.
Okay. Let me quickly open an email. Okay, let me open this email
just to give you guys like a sense,
right?
So give me a second. I'm going to share my screen.
So let's say
I got this email, right?
For me speaking in an event, it has come long time back in February. I know it's been a while.
I've managed not to reply to this email, but look at this.
Someone has invited me to the eSummit 2025 for the SRCC Sriram College of Commerce
flagship event, right?
And they've invited me for this,
and let's say I want to reply saying I can't make it.
But if I just reply I can't make it, that'll be very. So I want to write like
a very nice email. Sorry, thank you for inviting me, but I can't really come to the event.
Right? But for me to do that,
I'm extremely lazy.
As a result,
I can get AI to do that.
For that, you see this
little star icon here.
If I tap on that, something called as Ask Gemini opens up. And I can just say reply to the email saying I can't make it since I am traveling to SFO during those dates. Happy to do it later. That's what I enter. It says just a second. It's gonna read the whole email, ideally.
And there you go.
And there you go.
It has come up with a nice little email. Thank you for inviting for the e-summit.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. As I'm traveling to SF during these days,
I would be happy to do it.
If I like what I'm seeing,
I can just click
on this insert button
and look at this.
The email is inserted, and I can just click on the send, and I'm done.
Instead of reading the whole email, I could just write saying, hey, reply, I can't make it. And AI nicely reads the email, drafts the email, which is very personalized and sends it. This is the power if you're using Gmail or any of the Google accounts. It's completely free and can do a bunch of things like summarizing the email, reading your summary, and do a bunch of things, and you can click on more suggestions to see what all you can do with it. It's very good. Right? And that's how you can reply to emails
using AI.
Awesome.
And we are using Gemini.
I'm going to share links to all these tools as well.
You don't have to
Now, let's go into a slightly more advanced use case. You see, AI,
like I told you,
is very good when it comes to predicting things. Or it predicts the next one. But if you want AI to think, and you want AI to quite a lot, then you cannot just use the GPT-4o model. You have to use something called as a reasoning model. And for you to select a reasoning model, you can select on this drop down and select O1, O3 or O1 Pro. But the sad part of this is all of them are paid. They don't come for free. But they are incredibly powerful if you're willing to pay for it. Let's say I'm going to try a prompt like this, which is a very important prompt. I'm telling AI in the 4o, which is the free version. This is not the reasoning mode. Where I'm like, can you suggest me 3 online business ideas to turn $100 into $10,000 within 3 months? I want AI to come up with 3 business ideas where I can turn $100 into $10,000. I'll invest 8,000 rupees and I want it to become 8 lakh rupees. Right? With that being said, I'm giving some constraints. My resources are limited to only a laptop with internet access. I don't have anything except for laptop and internet. I cannot leave my room for 3 months. So physical businesses are not viable. I don't have specialized skills, but I can quickly learn and adapt through online resources. I'm terrible with creative marketing and thinking, and I have no coding skills. I'm telling these are all my constraints, but I still want to make $100 to $10,000. Tell me what I can do. I'm using the free version of ChatGPT. I send it. Right. In no time, it doesn't even think. Right. And it's able to give me an answer. It says faceless digital products via Etsy or Pay. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Etsy is, but building a faceless digital product is not going to be right. It's going to come up with a bunch of answers right now. Let's compare this answer to something like ChatGPT 1.0 Pro. And you can only have this, like I said, if you have the paid account of ChatGPT. Right? So I'm on ChatGPT 1.0 Pro. I'm going to ask the same question and click on the send button. You can see instead of directly answering, it is starting to do something called as thinking. AI is actually understanding your question. You can see how it is thinking, breaking down your question and trying to understand. And after thinking enough amount of time, just like a human being, it will then answer. And this is exactly why it is paid, because it has to think, and thinking comes at a cost. Right? So right now it is thinking. Right? And you need a paid $20 account to be able to. But you know what? What if I teach you ways where you don't have to pay for this? And you can get similar thinking models for free. For that, you can try out a model like DeepSeek. Right? I'm going to share all these links with you. And if you select this option, right, DeepSeek R1, and then select the question. It also has the ability to think, but it will work for free. It's free of cost. When the thinking model is free of cost. Look at this how it's thinking. Okay, so I need to come up with 3 online business ideas that can turn $100 into $10,000 in 3 months. The constraints are that I can't leave my room. Have a laptop in direct. First, the user doesn't want to do anything physical, so it's all online. The user mentions they don't have specialized skills but can learn quickly. So idea should be something where they can leverage free cheap online resources. No coding skills. So something involving building websites from scratch out of it. So maybe use website builders. Let me think of low online costs. You see this? Dropshipping comes to mind. But this might require some marketing. Bring down demand is similar. But maybe affiliate marketing that also needs marketing skills.
Another angle. You see, it came up with this idea and then quickly rejected it. Because we said we don't have marketing.
You see guys, it is still thinking. It has not given us the answer. It is still thinking. It will think for quite some time and then give an answer. And in fact, DeepSeek is not the only AI out there. You can go to something like Grok, right? Ask the same question. Select think again, which is the thinking model. Click on send. Grok is again something like ChatGPT, but it is created by Elon Musk. Right? Look at this. It is also thinking. It has thought for 8 seconds. And if you expand on it, you can see how it is thinking. So let it think right now. There's one more free tool which you can use for a thinking model, and that is called Gemini. You just have to select Gemini Flash Thinking. You can see the option Flash Thinking. If you select that and send the prompt, even this will start thinking. You can see this. It has started to think again. And it is not giving us answer. Grok is still thinking. It's been 36 seconds and this still thinking before giving the answer. Even DeepSeek. You can see this. It is still thinking. It has not given us the answer. It is not slow, my friend. Even the Pro mode, O1 Pro mode is still thinking for us. You see, this is the power of a reasoning model. If you want AI to brainstorm for you, you want AI to think through before it answers, you need to use reasoning models like this. For generating text, you don't need it. Like writing an email and all, you don't need it. Anything around brainstorming, anything around idea generation, anything around trying to understand what you are saying. Thinking is very important. You can see this. After thinking for 3 minutes, it finally came up with an answer. Drop servicing. It explains what drop servicing is. I have no idea what it means. You can read about it. Then it says AI assisted content creation and affiliate marketing is the second idea it came up with. And then print on demand AI generated images is the third option it came up with after thinking for 3 minutes. If AI thought for 3 minutes, that's probably equivalent of thinking for 3 days for us. Right? Let's see what DeepSeek did. DeepSeek also thought for 123 seconds, that is 2 minutes, and came up with print on demand with AI generated. Same idea that ChatGPT came up with instead of a paid account. And then it came with digital printables. Again a printing product. And then again affiliate marketing via AI generated content. Same two ideas that ChatGPT came up with. Also DeepSeek came up with. In case of Grok, it is still thinking. It's been 130 seconds. It's still thinking. Let's go to Gemini. Okay, Gemini has finished thinking. And the idea it came up with is niche freelance virtual assistant services is an idea. Online tutoring one more idea that it came up with. And again, affiliate marketing with focus on very specific niche is the third idea it came up with. Guys, isn't this powerful? Drop a boom in the chat. Getting AI to think for us on our behalf. How incredibly powerful this is. And I showed you the tools which can work for free. Awesome. Mind blowing. That's what the answer that I wanted. Grok is still thinking. Finally. It thought for 166 seconds and it is coming up. But you got the gist of it. So either you can use the pro mode of ChatGPT, or you can use DeepSeek, Grok or Gemini Deep Research for free to get great results for you people. Right? Okay. Let's move on. I hope you guys are feeling slightly better now. And I hope you guys are learning a ton of things. Right. Now, how many of you guys want to get AI to help you with getting a job? Me in the chat. How many of you guys want AI to help you to get a job? Okay. A lot of people say yes. I'm going to teach you a process which you will absolutely love. And this is essentially a concept called as chained prompting. We prompt AI over again to get us the kind of results we want. Right? For me to apply for a job, obviously there needs to be a job description. So let's say I want to apply for this job that is Chief of Staff at San Francisco Bay Area. This is a job that I want to apply for. It's going to pay me close to a crore per year. Great. Now for that I need to apply using my resume, right? So I'm going to download my resume from my LinkedIn. Save to PDF.
There you go.
I've downloaded my resume and it is ready.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you guys all know if we apply for any job and we personalize our resume for the job description, the chances of us getting an interview goes up. If you apply with the same resume on every job, the chance of you getting an interview goes down because obviously, right? You need to go through something called as an ATS, right? Application tracking system, and it looks for keywords. So how are you gonna make a resume personalized for every job we applied in no time? That is what I'm gonna show you. First, I will send a prompt like this. You're an expert in let's say marketing and business. I would like you to review this CV and generate a summary of the highlights of the most impressive parts of the resume in bullet points. This is the prompt that I write, and I just attach my resume to this. I just downloaded it from LinkedIn. You can see this. This is my resume. I just downloaded it from LinkedIn, and I've just attached it. Looks like it is gone. So I'm gonna do it again. There you go. So what have I done here is I've just attached my resume and I said give me a summary of it. The reason why I did that is because I want AI to read my resume. Right? So right now you can see it is reading my resume and giving me a summary of my resume. As it does that, I don't need the summary quite frankly. I just say this so that it can read my resume. Once it is doing right, this is the second prompt that I sent. I say as my career advisor, I would like to reword my CV that I've given you. Please tailor it for the following job advertisement to maximize the chance of getting an interview. Include any keywords mentioned in the job post. Organize a structured summary and experience in the mention about desired for the desired outcome. Here's the job advertisement. What I'm doing is I gave my resume to AI. It went through my whole resume. Now I'm gonna give it the job that I want to apply. This is the first round capital. Chief of staff is what I want to apply. I just copy the job description. Come to ChatGPT and I paste the JD right. What am I saying here? I'm like, now that you have my resume, rewrite my whole resume based on this job description, which increases my chances of getting accepted for this interview. Right? I click on the send button. And look at that. AI is rewriting my whole resume. Based on the job description that I just sent, which is this chief of staff. Guys, isn't this insane? Drop a comment in the chat. All of your resume is being rewritten based on the job description so that when I apply using this resume, the chances of me getting an interview significantly goes up. Is this a 10x hack for you? Drop a comment 10x in the chat. If this is a 10x hack for you, drop a comment 10x in the chat. You can see this. It is rewriting my whole resume right here. That's the crazy part. Alright. Now let's say it is writing my resume. And once it has finished writing the resume, I would say that the resume is rewritten. Now let's say because you applied using this resume, you got a chance to interview. You have an interview right now. How will you do the interview? Right, because there could be a lot of things written on this resume that you're probably not in tune with. What would you do? Right? In that case, right? You write a prompt like this. And you say, listen, go through my resume, go through the job description and tell me what are the kind of things that are missing so that I can learn about all those things before the interview actually happens and give them to me in form of a table. That's what I told you. I'm saying act like my career counselor. Right? And I'm just gonna send this prompt right now. I'm basically saying compare my resume, compare my job description, and based on the things that you think my original resume was missing, give me a table of things that I need to get better with. And look at this. Extensive use and deep understanding of Salesforce is what I need to know, which I don't have. As a result, it is asking me to take a beginner Salesforce course. And then it says you need to know how to do advanced automation and AI workflow optimizations using tools like Zapier, Airtable, and all that. That I don't have on my resume either. So it's saying how can I improve it, and also giving me a score on how important this is. You see what we did? We first gave our resume and we said rewrite the resume for this job description. description.
It did rewrite
the resume for the job description.
Once that happened, we said, listen, I have an interview going forward. Can you tell me what are the things that I should prepare? Because I have basically got you to rewrite my resume and giving me a list of things that I need to get better with.
Guys,
isn't this
powerful?
Isn't this powerful that you're able to get AI act like a career counselor? Literally. Right? And let's say finally you're done everything, you've prepared everything. And now you basically want someone to do a mock interview for you. And you'll be like, who will do a mock interview for you? Someone, because you're prepared. You have your interview in the next 2 days. How can you prepare? Can you get someone to do a mock interview for you so that you're better, well prepared? Get AI to do that. And in that case, you see this little icon here. When I tap on this, the voice mode gets turned on. And I get AI to do my interview just like this. And I give a voice prompt for this. Hey, so you have seen the job description and also my resume. I've actually got selected for an interview, and I'm very scared if I'm well prepared or not. So can you act like a very tough interviewer and basically ask me questions one at a time, and also kind of give me feedback so that I'm very well prepared for the interview. Yeah, the job that I've applied for is the same one that I've attached, which is Chief of Staff.
Absolutely. Let's simulate a tough but helpful mock interview for the Chief of Staff role at First Round Capital. I'll ask you one question at a time, and after each response, I'll give you honest, detailed feedback so you can sharpen your answers. Ready? All right. Here comes your first question. This role demands lightning fast responsiveness and mastery of communication. How do you currently manage and prioritize an inbox with hundreds of emails? And how would you adapt that for someone else's inbox like Bill Trenchard's? Take your time. Answer as you would in a real interview. And I'll follow up with feedback.
Well, you know what?
Because I've operated as a founder for such a long time, I've always been very busy with a lot of emails that are coming my way.
So what I've done is I've actually set up a Zapier workflow where every time I get an email, the AI actually reads up the email and kind of finds if that's an important email that I should address right away, or it can wait. If that's a very important email, I get a ping on my Slack. As a result, I can just reply on my Slack, and that reply goes onto the email automatically. If it's not a very important email, then AI reads that email, writes 2-3 drafts for me and saves that on my inbox. Whenever I have time, I can go out and check it. This is how I manage my emails, which is very busy, and I could replicate a process like this for the company that I work for as well.
That's a strong start. You've clearly shown that you're tech-savvy, proactive.
Guys, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of this? AI is literally taking my interview right now.
Feedback and how you can sharpen your answer further. What worked well? You demonstrated experience operating at high intensity.
You can see this.
AI is right now giving me feedback as well.
So I basically got AI to do all the work for me for free. And I'm using the free version of this. You like what you're seeing? Drop a boom in the chat if you like what you're seeing. Drop a boom in the chat if you like what you're seeing. Awesome. We are just getting started, my friends. We are just getting started. There's a lot more crazy stuff coming. Okay, let's get into the next one, right? I'm sure a lot of you people we have just done this. I'm sure a lot of you people want to have the ability to chat with the website, chat with a YouTube video. I'm sure a lot of you people have faced the situation where there's something very technical article that you have come across, and you're like, I wish someone could explain me what this is. Well, today AI can solve that problem for you. You can use this free Chrome extension called as Emily AI by going to meet Emily, MEETEMILY.ai. You can go there, sign up for free.
And once you sign up, you basically have to download this Chrome extension. I've already downloaded this Chrome extension, and you will see it in action very, very soon. So this is a powerful Chrome extension which allows you to do a lot of things, by the way. And one of my few very like best features according to me of this Chrome extension is that you can literally chat with the website, chat with a YouTube video, literally PDF or anything else. It's incredible. Let me show you how it works. For example, let's say I am on this blog article which is by OpenAI, where with very technical language, OpenAI is talking about GPT 4.5 that they just released. And because I've installed the Emily Chrome extension, you can see this little E symbol right here, which is the Emily logo. If I tap on this nice little sidebar kind of opens up, and it has the option chat with the page. And it can do a lot of things. Summarize the website for you, generate a LinkedIn post, Twitter tweet, analyze data that's on the page, because that's probably the lot of data. You can see this, that's why it's predicted. Maybe you want to analyze data, but in this case, I'm going to just chat with the page, select that option. And there you go. And I'm going to ask a simple question to start with. You can see this is given me a nice little summary. Quickly read the whole page. Gave me a summary and asking me, are these any of the questions that you want? Let's say ask a question, right? How is it different? Because this is a GPT 4.5. This is a new model from OpenAI. How is it different from the powerful reasoning models which can think? Let's say this is the question, because we just read about O1, and I said it's a reasoning model that can think. You can see this. GPT 4.5 differs from original reasoning models like O1. This includes scaling unsupervised learning rather than developing a chain of thought before responding. Like, what language is it? I'm not able to understand. So I can just say, can you explain this to me in a simple language? Because I'm not able to understand. Say some chain of thought reasoning before responding. Now it says, sure, imagine 4.5 as a super smart friend who has read a ton of books and watching loads of videos. It's great for spotting friends, blah, 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 all of that is explaining very nicely. Right? Now I can say, what is the price? Or is it free to use? Because this is the new model. Let's see if that is mentioned here. Look at that. ChatGPT 5 is not free to use. It's available for pro users only and on all the paid tiers. You see how instead of sitting and reading the article, I could just talk to it and get so many insights. Guys, don't you think this is incredibly powerful? That you can consume so much more content, and every time you have a doubt when you're reading an article, you can just ask questions on a Chrome extension and you will be able to get an answer. Don't you think this is powerful? Drop a yes in the chat if you think this is powerful. That you can literally chat with the website and consume so much more content. Right? How cool is this? Now, you know where this goes to the next level? It can work on a YouTube video as well. How many of you have come across like a 2-hour-long podcast? And you're like, I wish someone could watch this podcast on my behalf and summarize it for me. How many of you have felt it? Me in the chat. Like a 2-hour-long podcast. Alright? Guess what? This beautiful tool works on Emily as well. For example, this is a podcast that I did. Basically, this person is the founder of Policy Bazaar, a $10 billion company. And I was doing this podcast with him. You can see this is a big podcast that we have. And let's say you want to consume this podcast really quickly. How do you do that? Because we have installed Emily. You can see this new window that has popped up right here, which says summarize this video, create chapters, or even chat. You can select any of the options. But let's say in this case I select chat video. I just selected it. Give it a second and it should start allow you to chat with the video. There you go. It says chatting with the YouTube video. So it reads up what is on the YouTube video and you can literally chat with it. So I can say what is the top advice that the founder gave. And instead of me watching the video, because I'm a founder, I want to get the advice. AI will watch all the video on your behalf and it will give you a nice summary on whatever you are asking. I can say what are the key takeaways from the video.
and it can give me the answer of that as well, because it has watched the whole video in no time. You can literally do this with any YouTube video, and you can consume content at a pace which is mind-blowing, right? And it doesn't stop there. Emily, like I said, is incredibly powerful, right? It can also act as a tool on which you can literally write replies on LinkedIn posts, right? It can literally write replies on LinkedIn posts. Let's say this is a LinkedIn post I want to write reply on. I click on comment, and you will see because Emily is installed. It's like a super app, right? Emily is installed. It gives you the options in AI reply. I can tap on this, and I can say support. And it will read the whole LinkedIn post and come up with a reply. If you find it to be too long, you can make it short, click on this button, and it will look at that. It just wrote the comment for me. I can insert the comment and click on comment, and that's it. AI literally read this LinkedIn post and then created a comment for us on the go. And it's the same tool again. That is the crazy part. Right? So one tool, and it can do so many things, right? In fact, what if I told you that this AI can also read text from images, right? It can understand what's on the image. Let's say you're seeing like this crazy dashboard, and you're paranoid looking at this dashboard, saying, what the hell is this? So complicated, right? You can literally take a screenshot. Let's say go to Emily's desktop app. This is like the Emily's desktop app. Once you log in, you can go to app.emily.ai. This is the desktop app. You can go to analyze data, right? Quickly take a screenshot of whichever dashboard or any image that you want to analyze, right? Drag and drop it here, and basically select any of these. Let's say in this case statistical summary, what I said, right? It will read the text on the image. It will read the text on the image using OCR. It will look at all the data, and it will tell you all of this. Right? So could you please clarify the aspects of data that you would like to analyze? I can just say everything. I'm basically saying analyze all the data inside of this dashboard and tell me. And right now, it basically has the ability to read text, and in a way, in a few minutes, it is basically running an analysis right here. It's also kind of explaining him and also asking me to upload the data. How incredibly cool. I can also ask, can you explain me what's in the dashboard like I am 5 years old? I can ask a question like this also, and if you don't understand what is on the dashboard, and there you go. It is also kind of explaining me what's in the dashboard. It's crazy, guys. This tool is crazy. That's why I covered this tool. It can do so many things for you. It can do translation. It has something called as AI specialist, where it can do with brand manager, product manager, personal branding, content writing, data analyst, social media manager. It has a bunch of prompts as well, which you can copy and paste. It's very cool, right? And the best part, it's free to start using it. Right? Awesome. I hope you loved Emily. Now, how many of you guys want help when it comes to Excel? How many of you, when you look at a Google Sheet or Excel, you're paranoid, and you're like, I wish someone could help me. You hate remembering formulas and whatnot. Right? What if I told you AI can help you with that aspect? Yes, AI absolutely can. And let me teach you how you can become an Excel pro using AI. And the tool that we're going to use here is called as Numerous AI. It's a Chrome extension. It's a Google Sheet extension. And in fact, you can install this on your MS Microsoft Excel as well. And it's incredible, right? Let me show you the power of Numerous AI. Once you have installed the Numerous AI, you can see there's a Google Sheet here, right? Once you have installed this extension, if you go to extension, the option of Numerous AI shows up, which is a sidebar. Let's say you suck at formulas and you don't know how to write formulas, or don't remember the formulas, and you don't want to go to YouTube to read it, right? And somehow you want everything that's mentioned here to be put together, and you want the output to come here. And you don't remember, you know it is possible in Excel, but you don't know how to combine it, you don't know the formula. So what do? I keep my mouse pointer here, and I will select generate formula, and I will say combine the text that's present in F2, G2, H2, I2, N, right? F2,
F2,
E2,
E2,
H2,
H2,
I2, and J2.
J2.
And I also want
spacing to be added.
Also make sure spacing is added between them. I just explained what I want AI to do. I click on generate formula. Look at that. It generated me a formula which I don't understand. I click on insert to cell and look at the magic. It just inserted the formula and you have the output right here. Now the formula is ready. You can just drag and drop and it works. Guys, drop a boom if you think this is super cool. It can write macros, it can write automation, it can write as advanced formula as you want. All you have to do is explain what you want. Is this helpful? Is this helpful? Yes. Awesome. Do you want to see what else this can do? What else this can do? Yes. Okay. Let me show you what. Someone is asking me for links to Emily and all. We will share links to everything with. Stay till the end. Right? We will share everything. I'll share a Google sheet which has all the prompts, all the links. So don't worry about it. Right? Okay. Let's come back right here. Let's say this is interesting. Right? Let's say your boss has given you this data. There's a product category and there are reviews here. And your boss is like, can you read each one of the review and tell me if it is a positive review or negative review? And also, can you write a personalized reply for each one of them? That's the job you're given. But you know what? There are hundreds here. And it will take you so much time. So we get AI to do. First, I want to know if it's a positive review or negative. So what do I do? I come here. This is where I want to insert. I select this option called sentiment analysis. I tap on this. It's asking me analyze the sentiment of what? I want to analyze the sentiment of this review. It's present in repair. It's present in column C. So I'm going to select C and then that's it. I'm going to just say place result. It's going to quickly read the whole review and it's going to give us the answer positive sentiment. I can just drag and drop. AI will go through all this information and it will tell me if it is positive or negative. And AI is doing all the work. In fact, I said, I want replies to be written for each of the review as well in a personalized way. How do I do that? I'm going to say is equal to NAI, which is numerous AI. And I'm going to write a prompt. Write a personalized reply for this review. And I'm going to select the review cell right here. Close it. Look at that. It literally wrote a personalized review for me. I cannot drag and drop. It will read through all the reviews again and will literally write the replies of each one of them. I can drag it till the end and it will just work. Guys, isn't this crazy? Drop a comment crazy in the chat if you think this is crazy. We just got AI not only to write formulas for us, but also is doing all this donkey work that we all hated to do, didn't we? We all hated to do all on the go in no time. Awesome. Perfect. I hope data price. We'll get to questions towards the end. There's so much more to cover. So we'll get to questions towards the end. So stick around. Awesome. Now. Excellent, all is fine. How many of you would love to figure out a way where you can do advanced data analysis using AI? AI is a data analysis is a very powerful thing. All of us need to know how to do it. But it's very difficult because we need to learn SQL, we need to learn how to do Python and whatnot. So it's very painful for us to do. But you know what? AI can do a lot of data analysis for us. All we have to do is upload the data, give it the data. Right? For example, let's say we have data like this. I'll show you the data file first. Let me import this file. Imagine you're working for Netflix and your boss has given you this data. Okay. Let's say you're working for Netflix and your boss has given you this data and I've told you go ahead analyze this data and tell me what all insights I can get and make this presentation. Right? And look at the data. Right? There's so much data. There are 8,000 rows of data, so much information. You have to find patterns in this and do data analysis. And I'm sure a lot of you people will get really worried when you see something like this. But how do we get AI to do the work for us? Well, it is simple. I will just download this sheet. Whatever boss your boss is given, or let's say you have at work. I'll come to Claude because I told you Claude is very good with code. I will just upload this file and I will be like act like a expert data analyst and give me top insights from the data I have shared, so that I can show it to my boss and get a hike. I don't think giving data to your boss will give you a hike, but just a fun one. That's all I say. I'm just saying do data analysis of the sheet. That's all I say. It says gathering my thoughts, be right there. Give it a second. Claude is a little slow today. Okay, look at this. It is saying for whatever reason I'm not able to do it. I'm gonna give it a try again. If not, we're gonna move on. By the way, you can also use Emily for the same. Right? Emily can do this as well, but because Claude is free of cost, I thought I'll show you Claude. Okay. Looks like. I'll analyze and look at this. It is starting to write. I'm not doing anything. Obviously, I don't know how to write code. It's probably writing Python at this point of time. And it is doing all these analysis inside. Let us see what it comes up with as insights. Very interesting. Do you think it's humanly possible to write code this fast even if you knew how to write code? Let me know in the chat. Even if you knew how to write code, do you think it's humanly possible to write code this fast? That's the absolute crazy part about it. That's the absolute crazy part about it. Okay, let's wait it out. It's still doing its work. Okay. It says now that I've analyzed the data, I'll create a visualization to show you the key insights. So it just did the data analysis right now. Now it's again writing code. It's like I'm gonna not only show you tell you the insights, but I'm gonna make a content analytics dashboard and writing code again for you. I didn't even say. This is basically how agents work, guys. Look at this, it's writing more and more for us. Alright, let's give it. I mean, good things take time, but the speed at which this is operating, it's crazy. Okay. I'm very excited to see what's gonna come up on the other end. Okay. Oh, looks like it ran into an error. I'm gonna say try fixing with Claude. I don't have to say much. I'm just gonna say try fixing it. That's all we have to do with AI. The beauty of it is just fix things. And we don't have to do anything. I just said fix it. Now it's gonna write code again. Alright, let's see what it comes up with. As it does the work, let's listen to some music for a couple of minutes. Right? We are in the coding zone right now.
Pressure waves like cement blocks on my chest.
I hope the other side is quite good.
Lightning in my brain, storms, the long nights, hoping one day to stop losing the fights. I just wanna make you proud so loud. Through my whisper screaming at the crowd. Every stumble,
my God, that's a lot of code.
Played my flaws till they took their toll. But your shadow keeps guiding me through.
Okay, we're gonna wait for 30 more seconds. If it is still writing code, we're gonna move on and come back. Once it finishes, right? I just can't sit and watch it. So we're gonna wait for 30 more seconds. If it finishes, perfect. There you go. Guys, look at this. Drop a boom in the chat. Just see what it has done. It has built a full-fledged dashboard for us. It is content distribution and it is working. I can select stuff here, right? Top countries and it's completely personalized, right? Top 5 genres, content by year, all graphs and everything works. If I go to content analysis, there's more tabs inside of this. Look at that. More tabs that it has, where there's something called as growth trends that does fun. And also is giving you insights right here. And the best part is I can just simply click on publish and share this link with anyone and they will be able to use it. Guys, if you think this is a 100x hack, drop a comment 100x in the chat. We got AI not only to basically do analysis for us, but also build this beautiful dashboard. And all I said is this. Can you act like an expert in data analysis and give me top insights? That's all I said, and it built the whole freaking thing for me. How is it going, guys? How is it going? From a scale of 1 to 10, how is it going so far for all of you? Brilliant. Should we take it up a level? Should we take it up to a different level right now? Yes. All right. How many of you guys want to learn how to build kick-ass presentations using AI? Kick-ass presentations using AI. Do the research and convert that whole research into a freaking presentation using AI. All of you people, right? Let us do that right. For that, what we're gonna do is, by the way, what we're gonna do right now is basically go to ChatGPT. And let's say the topic that we want to research on is okay, let me think about it. I actually had done a prompt for this. Pull that out yesterday. Let's say you have a presentation with an investor tomorrow, where you have to present where you want to raise money, you want investors to give you money to build a business. And what business you want to build? You want to build a business like Blinkit or Zepto in Mexico City. Okay? That's what you want to do. You want to build a Blinkit or a Zepto in Mexico City, and you want to do a presentation to your investors so they'll give you money. Well, you know what? Tomorrow is your presentation, and you have not prepared at all. And you have to do the research, understand what's all to present, and then present. And you don't have the time to do it. How will you do it? Well, we use AI for it, right? And for this, instead of going to ChatGPT, we go to something called as Perplexity, which is an incredible tool when it comes to research. And I want to use a prompt like this. You are an expert management consultant and you are doing extensive research on any topic using best frameworks. Do a quick research on quick commerce market of LATAM and see what a brand like Zepto or Blinkit in LATAM market can do. Make sure all of this is as detailed as possible. And I will select this option called as deep research, because I want AI to research on this topic in a very deep way and give me all the insights, right? Now that I've done all the prompt, I click on the send button. And what this does is, look at this, deep research can go up to 30 minutes. 30. And it will prepare a research plan for you, right? In fact, ChatGPT also has a deep research option, but it only comes with the paid option, right? You need to have a pro account for this, right? Which is a $20 account. But in this case, right, let's run this also, so you can see how deep research looks like on ChatGPT. What it does in this case is it is asking me a few follow-up questions in this case. I'm going to just say go ahead, right? What it does when we say go do a deep research is that it will go out there and read up content on the internet. You can see this. In this case, right, it is going ahead. It's again asking me questions. Don't ask, do your research. Basically, it's asking me more questions, saying that, hey, listen, what all do you need? Right? How specific do you need? I'm just saying, don't ask, do your research. I don't know if ChatGPT will allow. It is like, okay, you know what, to provide a detailed actionable research, which of the markets should be prioritized? I'm going to say Mexico. It asking me a lot of questions so that ChatGPT can give you great results. And Perplexity, like you can see, it has already read 20 different articles. Basically, what it is doing is, it has the ability to understand what you want, break it down, and research on your behalf. You can see this, it is saying starting the research, and it has started the research right now. Perplexity has also started the research, and doesn't give you output right in there. In fact, if I go to Grok, Grok can also do this, and it has something called as deep search. It's free of cost. Unlike ChatGPT, select this, click on the send button. It's gonna do deep search for us. Right, for free. Where it read up a lot of articles on our behalf and give us insights on this. Gemini also has something called as deep research. You can see this. I can select deep research right here. I've selected it. And Gemini also has something called a deep research, which in return will go out and read a lot of articles on your behalf. It's saying just a second, it's trying to understand the question. I feel I put together a research plan. I think it just didn't work, so I'm going to just do a refresh. Oh, there you go. I just have to say start research, and it will start reading up stuff. Look at Perplexity right now, right? It has broken it down to 3 different steps and has read 55 different articles on our behalf right now. 55 different articles already. If I come to Grok, right, it has already read 24 different articles, and finally you can see this, it has started to give us a report. It did work for 1 minute, read up 78 different articles, it did all this thinking for us, and once it did all this reading for us, it finally has given us insights. Gemini is doing the same. You can see this, it says researching 27 different websites. It is reading up stuff on the internet for us, just like a human being do research. Look at this, Perplexity is still going on. ChatGPT is still going on. It's going to take ChatGPT takes like 20 minutes to do research, because it reads a lot of content out there on the internet, right? You can use any method that you think is great for you, right? Because in this case, Grok is done with its research the fastest. We're going to use this for now. But ideally what I do is, I will go through doing research on every tool and then kind of combine all the output into a single one, right? That is what I usually do. But I cannot wait for such a long time for all of these things to work. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the Grok research, because it has already done the research for me. And now that all the research is done, I will basically say, can you convert the above research into a 9-slide presentation, which I can copy paste into Google Slides. So what I'm saying is, listen, you've done incredible research. Now just give me the 9 slides that I can use using this research, which I can just paste it. And I can start doing the research, or start building the presentation. There you go. You've got all the 9 slides right here. All I can do is, I can simply copy all of these things, go to Google Slides, and paste it one at a time and get my presentation ready. But I'm sure a lot of you people are very lazy. In fact, AI can do your slide designing as well, right? But let's see what's happening. Perplexity is still reading stuff up, because it can take up to 30 minutes to do research, and Gemini has read 218 websites, right? Ideally we should wait, but we don't have the time to do it. You guys can play with all of these research tools. ChatGPT also is going on and on, right? Now that we have all the slides ready, of course, you can do it manually into a Google Slides, or you can get AI to actually design your presentation. And the way you do that is using a tool called as Gamma.app. This is the tool. I'm using the free version of it. All I have to do is click on Create New AI. There's an option saying Paste in Text. I select this option, and I just paste the text. You can see this. I've pasted everything that the Grok has given me after doing the research presentations, and I just click on continue. It says configuring the prompt. And now it has given me more options to fine-tune it, and I'm going to just skip, and I'm going to click on continue. And now it's asking me to select a design. Whichever design I like. Let's say I like this design. I click on generate button, my hands are off. Right? right?
My hands are off. I clicked on the generate button. And guys, if you like what you're seeing, drop a insane in the chat. AI is right now converting the research that we did into a kick-ass 9-slide presentation. Look at what it created. Quick commerce in Latin America launching Zento Blinkit style brand. Right? Quick commerce market in LATAM. Leading quick commerce players in there. LATAM versus Indian quick commerce. All the data right here. Market entry challenges. All the information is right here. Growth opportunities and how beautifully it is designed. Even the images are generated using AI. Right? Strategic launch plan. Key to success. How beautiful is this presentation? Conclusion and next step. I can simply download this deck as well, make changes if I want, do everything that I want, all in a few clicks. So in just a few seconds, I mean, of course, this is still researching for me. In just a few seconds, we were not only able to do extensive research, in this case using Grok, but we also converted that into 9-slide presentation and basically convert the whole thing into a deck right here. How insane is this? That is the power of AI, my friends, and I hope you guys are learning. And congratulations, you guys are now finished the beginner level of level 1 and level 2. So folks, how is it going so far? From a scale of 1 to 10, we are just done with level 1 and level 2. We have level 3, level 4, level 5 to come on. We'll probably go on for more 1.5 hours. But how is it going? Is this like the best generative AI or any session that you have attended for a while right now?